Hello everyone. In this video I kind of want to share the power of the second brain with all of you, the personal acknowledgement system, based on on a personal story that I've experienced. I had in the past, over the past 2 years, I had my share of shame, of guilt, of angerness, of fear. Fear was a very big one. Neutrality, pride, courage, all of these emotional states that we tend to label them as negative or low vibrational states. And at that moment, I felt very um, fearful about actually sharing those emotions with people around me. Even in that state when I had loving people around me, but I felt the match wasn't actually good. It wasn't actually matching to the desire that I experienced at that moment. And within this journey of self realization and self development and me improving and like being comfortable with recording myself like this, um, is that I've used the second brain system, writing down my own thoughts, processing my own traumas, my childhood traumas, in such a way that I'm now able to, well, speak about it relatively openly without that feeling of fear anymore, or without that feeling of judgment, or that stress that I had in the past. And one of the things that I kind of wanted to share with you is something that David Hawkins developed. That's called the Map of Consciousness. And it actually goes from vibrational level, from 20 until 1,000. And where that lowest level is shame, starting up to guilt, empathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride, courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, inner light, inner wisdom, inner love, oneness, presence, non duality, awareness, the great void, divine grace, and supra casual truth, and full consciousness. Like those higher levels are wow. But the trick thing is as an electrical engineer, I've been very much interested in understanding the world as it is in a certain way, and like understanding which emotion that I'm in right now, which a certain part of me is in at this moment, because we are not just one emotional state, we're multiple ones stored inside of our body, or at least that's the thing that I currently um, believe to be true, understand to be true. So please listen for insights. That's a common thread in this whole YouTube channel. Listen for insights. And what I'm currently experiencing within my own life is sometimes I'm in that state of inner love, in full acceptance, in inner wisdom, in full presence in the here and the now. And sometimes stuff happen in my life that I like got knocked back. It's not really that, but I experience that resistance, which makes me feel, well, makes me go back into neutrality in a certain way. Like life happens. And it's a very interesting journey to be very vigilant and very conscious of, to be in that state of what am I actually experiencing in my body, like tuning into yourself, as in what's going on. Because I talked about this yesterday, and we discussed that, or at least that my input is the trickiest thing that we can do is to externalize my thought and make that available for someone else that is most present and can understand the state that I'm currently in. Like all of us have that. And what I experience, this like creating these videos is very healing for me personally. Um, what I experienced is that you're basically talking to yourself, but at the same time, you're processing your own thoughts and you have the opportunity to rewatch your own thoughts later on. And kind of wanted to go a little bit back, as in the storyline. At the starting point, I mentioned that the second brain, the PKS, personal acknowledgement system, has been a really helpful factor, tool for me to experience this self growth in the speed that I've had it in. Um, because I noticed sometimes I really needed to talk to myself, like voice record myself or type stuff out, like being angry, being judgmental to myself, being proud on myself, and even like proud as a pride, and being in that state and really listening, as in, I really hate that guy or that message, and like write it down, because while you're doing that, you're processing and you're getting over your own thoughts in a certain way, and you're starting to see commonalities. Because right now I'm doing this cohort for 17 people to process their um, to start creating their own second brain. With, in a certain way, the starting point was productivity, but it's much more than only productivity. It's also that experience of mindfulness. It is that experience of personal growth, to use your intellect in a certain way with the digital system that you have externally, to experience like the next level of being, like that emotional state that you are in constantly. That's at least what I'm experiencing more and more and more. And like creating videos like these, I barely have any like massive followers at this moment, but it's slowly catching on. I'm slowly getting more in Reddit communities, in Facebook communities, and people start resonating with the story. And creating videos like these is like, imagine, based on the story that you're telling, I'm helping 5 people, well, even 3 people, even one person. How amazing is that? Then all of this is already worth it. And with helping, I really mean it's mind-boggling change, a mindset shift that I want to introduce to someone. So while I am expressing myself in a certain way, I'm doing that for you to experience those insights. Well, in a certain way, like experiencing my own insights as well. Because sometimes I watch back my videos. Oh, I do have a extra story for you to share. Sometimes I watch my videos back from 7 months ago, where I had a video that I posted about time management versus action management. And I saw myself speak in a way that I was like, wow, that I actually was comfortable with putting that online. And I still have it online. So um, it is a nice journey that I've experienced. So this wasn't 7 months ago. I recorded this video. I have to check which date it was exactly, but maybe 1.5 years ago. And only 7 months ago, I felt comfortable enough to publicize it and to be, yeah, to be in line with my own thoughts. As in, you can share your own vision, your own storyline. All of us can do this. So this is yeah, it's a very powerful level of being. And the storyline that I wanted to say, what I had yesterday, yeah, um, I received some feedback yesterday from someone, and he was commenting about one of the videos that I had. He mentioned, as in, you're missing a little bit of structure, you're missing this, the lighting wasn't amazing, blah, blah. Like a couple of feedback moments, and it was a good feedback. It was no harsh, no, not really a negativity mindset. But in the past, and even, yeah, maybe even a year ago, I would be very um, negatively influenced by that. As in, someone made a comment about him not liking my content, or him giving me, um, showing me what wasn't perfect just yet. And somewhere along the way, I kind of escaped that moment of it. It's okay if it's not perfect just yet. It's okay if the lighting isn't amazing, if you're seeing some messiness around me, if I'm not sitting the way that I should be sitting. Like in a certain way, it is escaping that state of. Uh, there is an amazing quote. In a certain way, it's escaping that state of right and wrong. You're just finding your own pathway in the field. I think it was Rumi, friend of mine, often quotes that quote. Um, as in, there's no concept of right and wrong. And that's quite often as well why I mentioned to you guys, please listen for insights from the journey that I've experienced. And, well, yeah, experience that. Instead of, no, Tim's not correct, or like, either you resonate with it or you don't. Both of them is fine. And if you resonate with it, like, subscribe and listen to more of this, because we should, like, follow those authors, those people that you like to listen, like, follow those who make you feel better. Without, like, if you're just now, I watched Russell Brand. For those who know him, he's like a very conscious person, but at the same time, he's very politically focused on the establishments, and that people are coming after us, and what kind of stuff that they are doing to you as a victim. So he's very in that victim mindset. And I noticed myself when I was watching him, I'm like, I'm not feeling amazing anymore when he's saying that. Based on that, I choose not to follow him anymore. Not about him being right or wrong, he's right in his perspective. And escaping that whole idea is so, like, it's liberating next level. Like, it's really liberating. So the challenge that I want to give you guys is to really listen for insights and only listen to those authors that will make you feel better. Like, really do it. And that will, like, shift you from, in my case, already from that victim state to that self-empowerment state, to really tune into that as the next level, into next being. So this is kind of the stuff that I wanted to talk about in this 15 minutes. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye bye.